It's a no face movement, and it's July 24th, 2017, and I bring warnings and watches for space weather from July the 24th till July the 30th, 2017. So far, if you look at our sun is quiet on this side. There ain't no AR or sunspots. Everything is quiet. But on the other side of the sun, earlier today, a massive, and I mean a massive X-class solar flare lit off. And we will show you that in 1 second. When we scroll down, we see the coronal hole. Earth is right now inside a stream of a coronal hole, but we are leaving it. Does not matter. We are inside the stream of the coronal hole for a minute, and we will re-enter the coronal hole in a couple days. Now let's get to this real fast. Let me show you. We can come right back to this. Alright. As you can see, on the 24th, let's see, 23rd, a massive X-class solar flare on the other side of the sun went off, hit Mercury, and hit our Stereo B satellite. But that was a massive X-class solar flare. Okay. The yellow over here, that's Earth. Right there, we're in the solar stream, and then die down, and then we're going to go back into a solar stream within a couple days. Doesn't matter, as we enter the 24th, we ain't out this solar stream, and the effects on our planet from that solar stream for 24 to 72 hours. So today's the 27th, the 28th, the 29th, till the 30th. So we are going to see a lot more earthquake activities at the moment, and we're going to see massive storms energizing. And on top of that, our Earth been hit with HARP earlier yesterday till today. And we're going to get into that in 1 second. Is there any near or close by asteroids coming towards Earth from the 24th on? We do got 2017 BS5. Occurs on July the 25th. It's 8.7 lunar distance. All the other asteroids that they're recording is coming nowhere near Earth. And even with that asteroid, it's coming nowhere near Earth. We have nothing to worry about, folks. So right now, the only thing we got to worry about is that we are inside a CMA stream for the end till tomorrow. But the energy from that solar stream from the coronal hole will last with us till the 30th, so it's energizing our planet. Yes, there was an X-class solar flare on the other side of the sun. Now, that X-class solar flare hit on our side of the sun, and there was another C-class that would knock out the telescope, and we have a lot of problems, and it'll be a red alert, and I bring you right up to date. So we have nothing to worry about that. All right, now this right here is our atmosphere. And for the past couple days, all day, basically since last night, this is yesterday, but our Earth was getting hit by HARP. Alright, and the middle line, okay, is the seismic activity, the radiation field, and the red lines underneath that is what is underneath the Earth, moving our plates up and down. Okay, folks? So let's go to the world map. Now, the world map, this is the ionic sphere, how much pressure is getting pushed down, raised up. Okay, folks? So, when you see the lightest is red and yellow. It means that the lightest pressure is on it. Alright, so imagine the tectonic plates are less heavy. Okay? But that's a big sign from being heavy to light. Those are the two things. We don't worry about really the green or the light blue. All right, but we do worry about 7, 8, 9, 10, and we do worry about 1 and 2. All right, with the less pressure, all it takes is a 7, 8, 9, 10 pressurize, and it could cause the plate to move fast down and cause earthquakes. And yellow you really don't have to worry about, but I'm going to put warnings and watches for a moderate earthquake if it does reach between 5, 6, 7 megahertz. And it could go all the way up. Most of the time, Japan and stuff, even though it's in the green, gets a lot of nines. But I'm putting warnings and watches out right now in India and Indonesia. Down by Antarctica, we don't really worry about that. The middle Africa. But I'm putting the most worry because we do see HARP been hitting Earth at its max. And if the ionic sphere, and it's the ionic sphere, and that's the HARP graphic, it's hard to get that. Right in the middle of the Caribbeans, from South America, near Puerto Rico, Cuba, San Juan. You can see the red down there in the Bahamas. Okay, I'm putting warnings and watches in southern Central America by Panama, in northern South America, and in the central Bahamas. All right, folks. Bahamas between South America, North South America, and underneath, Haiti, all that. I put warnings and watches for moderate to major earthquakes for Central America, Southern and Northern South America, and in the Bahama region. But the real reason I think they're hitting this with HARP ain't because of earthquakes. So I'm going to put a 25 to 50% chance. I'm putting that a hurricane, for the first time, might be developed down there within the next 24 to 48 hours. All right, so the way that they're doing, we haven't had really an active system in the Atlantic Ocean, but we've been having an active system in the Pacific. And we're going to get that in the part 2. I'm going to put warnings and watches, actually for a hurricane, and those other 2 tropical storms might be heading towards Hawaii. So right now, just from this map, I'm putting warnings and watches for India, Indonesia, south of China, down here towards Antarctica. Ain't no one down there living, so we ain't really got nothing, but an iceberg shelf can collapse. And I put warnings and watches in central, around Congo, in the middle Africa. And I put warnings and watches in northern South America and around Panama and Nicaragua, down in Central America. But there might be more warnings, so let's go to RSOE. Okay, folks, because we can see other warnings, what's happening today within the past 8-10 hours. So we're going to start all the way from the bottom. We'll work our way up. And anything from a 3.0 in a rare place to a normal 4.3, we're going to put warnings and watches. Alright, so there's a 4.3 in the Philippines. I say I'm put warning for moderate in the Philippines. I'm putting a warning in Atlantic Ocean north of 4.7. Now that's where. So warnings and watches around St. Helena. Alright, folks, let's scroll up. Like I said, there's a 4.0 in Russia that should have been highlighted, but they're not talking about, but it's on top of a mountain. We might see volcano activities there in Russia. Let's scroll up. We see a lot of miniature earthquakes, but it's in California, so that's normal for a 2.5, 3.0. Anything above it, then we put warnings and watches. In Europe, here we go again, in Russia, 4.7, a 4.7 in Russia. So let's go back, look at that world map. Let's go to Russia, and they're in the green. All right. And then you see the yellow, all right, in Russia. Okay, most likely this is happening where yellow is, and that green is just hitting it a little bit, putting more pressure, or the green is squeezing the ionic sphere down and putting pressure on those plates. Let's scroll up. Asia, Turkey, normal. Now Colombia, 4.7. 4.7 Colombia. Alright, so we got Colombia. We're going to put warnings out for 4.8 New Zealand. I am going to put warnings and watches New Zealand, since New Zealand is near this red, got the triple colors right there. Alright, as the pressure is moving from both sides, might cause a moderate to major earthquake. Our United States, Southland, Australia, New Zealand. Alright, Asia, nothing to worry about. We're going to keep scrolling normal. 2.8 earthquakes in California. Japan, 4.7. We're going to go back and look at Japan. In Japan, you can see it squeezed by the green of the ionic sphere. The dark green and the dark pea green, you can see. And it's squished over here by that yellow, that very light. So they're right in the middle of that too. Alright, so let's keep scrolling up. Now, in the Atlantic Ocean, alright, we're seeing these 5.0s, alright, around St. Helena, alright, and we're going to keep scrolling. So right now, these are the official warnings for the next 24. I'm going to put till July the 30th, alright, and we do see there's a lot of HAARP energy, and you can see the seismic activity underneath these plates coming from the ionic sphere too. We can see the squish. So let's put the warnings and watches and be realistic. I am going to put warning and watches for a moderate earthquake around the biggest you're going to see is a 5.0 in Russia. I'm putting a moderate to major earthquake around Japan, China. I'm putting a moderate to major earthquake warning for South India, Indonesia, China, Philippines, New Zealand, Australia, and moderate to major earthquake, unheard of too, in Africa, South Africa. Alright, as we scroll over, I'm putting moderate and major earthquake warnings down here in Colombia where the three colors are squeezing, in Bolivia, alright, and in northern South America, and in the North Atlantic region. I'm also going to put warnings and watches for southern South Central America. Okay, folks? Please stay tuned. We might see a major earthquake in Colombia, Bolivia, Peru, in Atlantic Ocean. That's unheard of too, major, except that Haiti one. India, China, Indonesia, Philippines, New Zealand, Australia, and Africa, and a moderate earthquake warning if you live in Russia. This is the No Face Movement. Please like, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, Facebook. This is the movement. Till next time, facing off. And we're going to see not just these earthquakes warning because of HAARP, but we're also going to put warnings and watches now for hurricanes and their path, because I got a feeling something about Hawaii. This might be the second time. This is the movement. Till next time, facing off.